Good morning, students. Today we shall continue the second part of the lesson 10, Harry Gets a Wand Explanation, second part. If you remember last time, the first part we stopped with a question, what do you think he is about to say? That is, Mr. Ollivander went closer to Harry and almost touching his nose to his nose, and just he was thinking, reflecting. Harry was looking at he was a little frightened, and he was looking at his that misty eyes, and that's where now what was that thing that Ollivander wanted to say? That was a question we asked and stopped. So I hope you people, all of you must have reflected, or by reading the lesson you must have got the answer. Probably the answer could be, as he was already familiar with the parents of Harry, and he knew what was happened to Harry in the earlier time, and he went closer to him by looking at a scar on his forehead. So he wanted to say he was already aware how he got that scar, a mark on his forehead, and for that only he went closer and closer to him, and he was about to say about, yes, this is why you got the scar, and later in the lesson we will find he says that. So we shall continue again the second part. Mr. Ollivander touched the lightning scar on Harry's forehead with a long white finger. So lightning scar, a mark that is left on the forehead. That is why it is still very much visible. So it is there on his forehead, very mark was very clear. I am sorry to say I sold the wand that did it. So what Ollivander is saying, I am sorry, but that wand which have given you this scar, I have already sold. That means you can understand here Harry got the scar on his forehead with a wand. 13.5 inches. Now he is explaining about that wand which gave Harry a scar, and he has already sold it, and he is going to tell the importance of or the length of that particular wand. So he says 13.5 inches. He remembers. Yeah, powerful wand, very powerful, and in the wrong hands. He says yes, it was a very powerful wand, but it went into a wrong person's hand. Well, if I would known that what that wand was going out into the world to do, and all of you know that a wand has a magical power, and it's also depend upon who handle that wand. And Ollivander has already sold that particular wand, and it went to the wrong hands of the hand of somebody. So because of that, that scar has one who honor of that wand has given him the scar. He says, if I would known that what wand was going out into the world to do, means the wand went into the world, and what the wand will do into the world, if I knew, I could not have given. He shook his head, and then, to Harry's relief, spotted Hagrid. So he shook his head, and in order to make Harry to have a relief, he spotted Hagrid. Rubes, you know that Hagrid's full name is Rubes Hagrid. How nice to see you again. Then he spotted Hagrid before his full attention was on Harry that time, but now he looked at Hagrid. Ock, 16 inches, rather benty, wasn't it? So again he continued to explain about that wand, what a type, how it was made of. It was made of oak. Oak is a tree, and he told it is a benty. Benty means capable of bending. It was, sir. Yes, said Hagrid. Then he said yes. Hagrid agreed to what Ollivander said. Good wand. that one. But I suppose they snapped it in a half when you got expelled, said Ollivander, suddenly stern. So again he told expelled. Expelled means already officially sent out of an institution. No? The children expelled from the school, or a teacher expelled from the school, means officially they are removed from the particular office. So he says, yes, it was a good one, but I suppose they snapped it in half, means just snapped it, just forcefully is taken, and when you got expelled, and it was taken actually forcefully, it was not like bought, said Mr. Ollivander, suddenly stern. He became, for suddenly his mood changed, he became very stern, very angry, serious. Yes, they did, yes. So Hagrid is agreeing to what Ollivander says. Said is a kind of sound that is made by the people, something deciding. No, they just yes, 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 we say, no, like that. That is a shuffling his feet. He said yes, he just shook his feet. Shuffling means dragging one's feet. Probably he is already we know who is Hagrid. Hagrid was already half human and half giant type of a personality, and he must be having a kind of movement like that, and he was just shuffling, just dragging his feet. I'll still got the piece, though, he added brightly. So he said, I have still a small piece of that wand which is so given him Harry a scar, and I have a small piece till now. But you don't use them, said Mr. Ollivander sharply. So he said, but that's okay, you have, but you don't use. And he was very sharp, in a critical or rough in a way of saying. Oh no, sir, said Hagrid quickly. He said, okay, no, I won't use. Harry noticed, gripped his pink umbrella very tightly as he spoke. So when Hagrid was saying all this, Harry noticed that Hagrid had an umbrella of pink color, and he was nicely, tightly holding it, might be with a fear. Said Mr. Ollivander, giving Hagrid a piercing look. No, Mr. Ollivander did not like when he said that he has still a piece of that particular wand, and he gave her. Then he said yes. No, he just said an yes. Said Mr. Ollivander, giving Hagrid a piercing look, means very sharp look. He looked at him and said, yes, you should not use. Well now, Mr. Potter, let me see. He pulled a long tape measure with silver markings out of his pocket. So after that he said, well, now Mr. Potter, maybe he must have addressed that to Hagrid, or no, not Hagrid, Harry Potter. You know that Harry's full name is Harry Potter. So then he turned towards him and said, yes, let me see. He pulled a long tape measure to measure the anything with a silver markings, and there was a silver markings out of his pocket. Which is your wand arm? Now he said, on which wand arm means on which hand or arm you are going to hold the arm, the wand, to perform the powerful magic. Well, I am right-handed. So Harry said, I use my right hand. I am a right-handed person, said Harry. Hold out your arm. He said, just hold out, means just stretch out your arm. That's it. He measured Harry from shoulder to finger. So with that silver measuring tape, he measured first from shoulder to finger, then wrist to elbow, shoulder to floor, knee to armpit, and round his neck. As he measured, he said, every Ollivander wand has a core of a powerful magical substance, Mr. Potter. Now he is explaining about the quality of the wand of Mr. Ollivander. He said, every Ollivander wand has a core of a powerful magical substance. Core means a central part. In that particular wand, there is a central part, having a magical substance. We use unicorn hairs. Now here how he prepares the wand, he explains. He said we use unicorn hairs. Hair. So what is a unicorn? A mythical horse with a single straight horn on his forehead. It's a kind of horse, mythical horse, no? Imaginary horse. Then unicorn hairs and phoenix tail feathers. Phoenix tail feathers. What is a phoenix? Phoenix is a magical bird in ancient stories that lives for 500 years before it burns itself to death and rises from its ash. Phoenix is a particular bird, lives for 500 years, and when that bird dies, it burns to die, and from the moment it dies, another phoenix appears. No, it takes a birth. So of that, you see, from there that tail feather is used to prepare the wand. And the heartstrings of dragons, heartstrings, nerves once believed to support the heart, means the direct nerve that goes to the heart to pump the blood and all those systematically the things that are happening to the through that nerve. So that nerve is used to prepare this particular wand. Heartstrings of dragons. So dragons heartstrings, connected to the lungs or connected to the heart. So no two Ollivander wands are the same. He says, however we prepare, there is not a single wand that is similar to another. Every wand is different. Just as no two unicorns, dragons or phoenix are quite the same. Means to say even the unicorns or dragons or phoenix, everything is different. And of course you will never get such good results with another wizard's wand. So he is praising his own wand, how they prepare and how important and how qualitative it is. Hari suddenly realized that the tape measure, which was measuring between his nostrils, was doing this on its own. Now suddenly Hari noticed that the tape measured by Ollivander now keeps measuring by itself without anybody's help. Mr. Ollivander was flitting around the shelves, taking down boxes. Flitting means moving swiftly and lightly. No, after all, even Mr. Ollivander also was a what is that called? Is also witchcraft. No, he is also a type of imaginary person who is a witchcraft. So same kind of people. So he was very moving slowly and smoothly. That is all about here. So taking down the box, he was trying to get a wand for Hari. So he was searching. There are many shelves and he was searching for it. Okay, we'll stop here for this part. We'll continue in the next class, the third part of the lesson. So please read it, try to understand. As I told you earlier, try to get some knowledge of this lesson from the YouTube. You will get more well versed with this if you have not heard before. Thank you.